Hello, my name is Zachary Stump. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm going to be providing you with instructions and performance examples for each chunk throughout this book. So let's jump right in and get started.
So before we start to play, we want to make sure we have good posture. A good way to start is first to move forward to the edge of your seat and sit up straight, shoulders back. Now lean forward a little bit until you start to feel a little bit of tension, usually around like in your lower back. And then lean back to the middle so you don't feel any more tension. And then lean further back until you start to feel tension again, and then lean forward again. And just go back and forth a few times until you feel that sweet spot where there is no tension. And that's a good starting point for posture. Now let's talk a little bit about holding the clarinet. First, look at your elbows. You don't want them to be too far out like this. You want to be close to your body. Maybe imagine you were holding like a t-shirt right here. So you don't want to squeeze it, but you want to just keep them close. When you look down at your hands, you don't want your fingers to be flat against the keys. Try to keep them slightly curved. And let's talk a little bit also about horn angle. So maybe the most important thing with clarinet is that it's coming in, sit upright, and bring the instrument up into your mouth. You don't want your head to be down like this, looking down the instrument, but you also don't want the bell to be too far in, so where it's uncomfortable. So just like I said, sit up straight and just bring it right up to your mouth. And more than anything, just make sure your head's not down. One other thing to think about before we start playing is the way that the mouthpiece goes into our mouth. The most important thing is that we don't take too little or too much mouthpiece. A good way to know if you're taking too much mouthpiece is the sound's very hard to control and it'll squeak a lot. You don't get sounds like that. It's going to be hard to control it. If you take in too little mouthpiece, it'll sound a little bit pinched and it'll be hard to get a big supported sound. If you feel like there's a lot of resistance, it could mean that you're taking in too little mouthpiece. So try to find a good place in between those two. And you can always check this by looking in the mirror.